this is.
Look who's under the mistletoe!
Well, really it's some old parsley I found in the dumpster, but oh!
Well, this is it. Netflix won the bet, and now they are going to buy Warner Brothers. This might kill the movie industry. And even worse, and Andro, this might hurt the animation industry. Not just David Zaslav is treating animation like garbage, and Ted Sarandos, dude, he might be even worse than Bob Chesbeck and David Zaslav, which is not saying a lot because those two are a-hole. Hello, everybody. My name is NH Studio Lounge Show, and man, you just picked the worst timing, Netflix, on this holiday season. We was originally going to be happy in this holiday season, but not for a long shot. So I'm probably you guys heard about the news that the fact that Netflix is pushing Warner Brothers film and television studio. Yup, is the news. Netflix has officially by Warner Brothers, but doing a streaming on sale with $72 million deal. I mean, $72 billion deal, I meant to say. I gotta say this, dude, this is absolutely bad. This might be the end of the movie industry, but I'll get to that question here in just a moment. Anyway, enough further ado. I'm gonna tell you that this idea is bad. It's 100% bad, man. So let's start off with this one. Is Warner Brothers movie is still going to play in theaters longer like always? Yes, Warner Brothers film are still being released exclusively in theaters. But this might change, actually, because you already know that Netflix is not a huge fan of playing with the film longer, which sounds a hypocrite, because honestly, that new Night Owl movie called Night Owl Deadman movie is playing in theaters, which sadly is not playing my theaters in my area, which I don't understand why Netflix just don't want to play the theaters, but yeah, they want to play in legal theaters, which that's totally unfair. And AMC theater, get your crap together. But I can't trash on AMC theater because that's the same theater I went to saw Zootopia 2, which that was the Epic Brilliant Masterpiece, one of the best film of the year, even better than K-pop Demon Hunter. Warner Brothers film are still gonna be playing in theaters, but here's one question that everybody is panicking right now. Is this going to be the end of the DVD Blu-ray media for Warner Brothers? If Netflix by Warner Brothers is highly liking that Pacificum media, which is DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K for Warner Brothers title, might be the end. It might be the end, actually. Which I don't want them to end because you already know that Netflix is not a huge fan of having them TV shows and movies to be in DVD media, which it sounds like hypocrite again, because years ago they released Stranger Things completely season 1 and 2, and ever since that they're not releasing the Blu-ray media on season 4 and season 5, which is this year actually. So yeah, I just found a hypocrite that Netflix is just saying they're not a huge fan of releasing those shows and movies on DVD and Blu-ray, but yeah, they let Stranger Things to be on there, which no offense to Stranger Things, and that season 5 was peak. It's even better than the fourth season, which is saying a lot, and I'm very excited what happened to the next episodes. But yeah, this might hurt the DVD media. And to be honest, hell, even I'm a streaming guy, which you already know that everybody would definitely agree that DVD and Blu-ray media all matters more than streaming media. Like, I got all these Warner Brothers title on Blu-ray. So let me name it right now. I have Mad Max Fury Road. I have 300. I have Doom Part 2. I have The Stupid Joker 2. I have Barbie. I have a Minecraft movie. I have The Polar X5. I have The Stupid Teen Titan Go to the Movie. I have Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. I have Corpus Christ. I got Return of the King. I got the Snyder Cut. And last not least, I got Full Metal Jacket, which I have all Warner Brothers movie on Blu-ray. And I just don't feel like of getting my Warner Brothers DVD out. Which is not the point. The point is, we just really want Warner Brothers to release the movie on Blu-ray. And there's a possibility that one battle after another, which is the movie that came out in September, might be the last movie to be released on Blu-ray, which is going to hurt a prophetical media. And I gotta be honest here, even some people will definitely disagree with me, like, Disney could have bought Warner Brothers, which I'm not saying that Disney would do Warner Brothers fantastic, which at least they're letting Warner Brothers, like HBO Max, to get a Disney Plus bundle. Like, this is why we got Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max. So this might hurt the HBO Max industry. So yeah, Andro, I know you're very skilled, which you ain't gonna happy when I'm hearing this. Honestly, I'm not trying to act like an a-hole, but I might have to say it, but this might hurt the animation industry, because I did my research like 1,000 times, and yeah, this might hurt the Cartoon Network and Looney Tunes industry. And there's a possibility that they might cancel the Maisie World Wheel or Gumball, which I just don't want them canceling that because I want a movie of it. So yeah, they say yes. They might hurt the Netflix industry, and yeah, they might hurt the animation industry. Which, oh my god, man, I am so sick of tired that animation keep on getting disrespect, and I hope Andro will definitely do a discussion video about animation because animation deserve respect more than disrespect, which I know some people think that the animation is just made for baby and adult get tired of it, which is not true at all, and people need to stop saying that, dude. And I heard some people said that animation is just for baby dish, and so yeah, I don't want to say I totally understand why, but at the same time, that's totally disrespectful to Walt Disney Animation Studio, and thank God Warner Brothers did not buy Disney, or else Disney would be even worse than having Bob Chapek back to be a CEO from Disney. And I gotta say this, but Bob Iger is way more tolerable than Bob Chapek, because I'm kind of losing my respect to Bob Iger because there's some stuff that he did which is very naughty, but at least he did a lot better, a lot more tolerable than Bob Chapek. Yeah, I'm just getting sick and tired that animation is getting treated like garbage, and yeah, this might hurt, dude, honestly, that might hurt, like, the animation industry. So this might be the end of Looney Tunes and DC Cartoon and Cartoon Network. And there was a possibility that it might be the end of Teen Titan Go. So, Teen Titan Go character, you ain't gonna be happy. So, what project that Netflix has released in theaters? Well, there was a one finale which is going to be playing in theaters, which is in Stranger Things finale. Yup, Stranger Things finale is going to be playing in theaters, and it's playing at the AMC theater, which that is the very first AMC theater that have a Netflix release since K-pop Demon Hunter. So, Stranger Things finale is the highly anticipated season 5 finale. It's going to be a special event directly released on New Year's Eve, and it will be going away on January 1st. Yeah, that's a huge problem I have for Netflix, because I wish Stranger Things finale would play longer. But until January 1st, that is way too short directly, because there's some people really want to see Stranger Things finale as a directly run, actually. And yeah, honestly, the only film is, that got a direct release from Netflix, and I'm so glad. What's another than Frankenstein? I will be watching Frankenstein maybe after Christmas, so Let's see. And of course, the one movie that completely started it all of this year from Netflix, which is that in K-pop Demon Hunter, the most popular movie. And I think some people think that film is really overrated because people won't stop talking about this movie. Like, every single time I keep hearing about Golden, yeah, it's giving me the same reaction as much as Let It Go. Even I love Let It Go and Golden, but I don't want people singing that song, or else I will call K-pop Demon Hunter overrated if you guys keep that up. Keep that out one more time, or else I'll be seeing this movie overrated. And I'm gonna say this right now: Zootopia 2 will always be better than K-pop Demon Hunter. I'm not trying to say it as a hypocritical way. I'm not saying it as a bad way, but I think the popularity is trying to make people lose interest. And since Phase 1, actually. So the only film that got a direct release back in 2022 was another Nightfall, Glass Onion, and of course Blonde. Yeah, they got a directly limited edition directly one for Blonde, which is very shocking enough because apparently Blonde is really a NC-17 movie and they should not be showing NC-17 release in theaters. Which I know it sounds hypocritical again because apparently I'm releasing Twisted Christmas on Kaisville Cinema, but I might have to do it for a limited edition. So limited edition, I will definitely limit that until maybe after Christmas or before Christmas, but I don't know. Maybe after Christmas, actually. So there's a possibility that I might release Twisted Christmas early on Netflix Plus, and that is awesome. So that's my deal, actually. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of releasing NC-17 movie in Kaisville Cinema because of what happened in 50 Shades of Frozen, so that proves my point. Yeah, I cannot believe why Blonde got a directly release. Why, come on, that film is freaking NC-17. You cannot be showing NC-17 movies in theaters. Why, do you not know what happened to one of the worst movie ever, which is than Showgirl? Yeah, don't let me get started talking about that freaking movie. And guys, if you haven't heard about this movie, I recommend you stay the freak away from it and stay away from that film for the misery. So I think the only film is still playing in theaters from Netflix library, which is another Nightfall Deadman movie, which I am very excited. I might watch it when it hit on Netflix. So yeah. And the one question is this going to be the end of the cinema after Netflix buying Warner Brothers? No. Netflix buying Warner Brothers likely won't be the end of cinema. But it might change movie release forever, actually. So that's a bad thing when I heard, actually. And no, Snyder Cortez, the Snyderverse is not going to get restored. How many times do I have to tell you? It's like Brandon Emerson. And if you believe that the Snyderverse is going to get restored because of what happened to this news right now, stay away for comic book news and stay away for Talent. They completely brainwashing you, they completely hypnotizing you, and yeah. Mark my word, the Snyderverse is never going to get restored because at least you got the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut is way better than the upcoming Snyder Cut that we got. So yeah, and honestly, I think the Snyder trilogy with Man of Steel, Stupid Batman v Superman, and of course the Snyder Cut is where it is at. Because that would be pointless if you want to do the Snyderverse because you have some upcoming movie from DCU, like Supergirl, Clayface, which is the movie is going to get released during 9/11, which that's totally disrespectful, and I wish to God that James Gunn would definitely tell Warner Brothers employee to release Clayface into a better time. Like, releasing that movie into a 9/11, that's disrespectful. So, fellas, that was my rant video about Netflix pushing Warner Brothers. I just think it's a terrible idea, and this might hurt the animation industry, and it might hurt the DVD and Blu-ray media industry, because I'm getting sick of tired of that DVD and media, and of course the animation media will definitely get treated like dirt or something like that. And after I watch a Netflix rant by a YouTuber who will definitely get a Best YouTuber of the Year category, which another one-off film. If you haven't heard one-off film, he's a fantastic YouTuber. He's a one YouTuber who will definitely do a rant on David Zazel and Netflix, which honestly, and I'm sorry, and of course this is the same guy. He absolutely rant on these clip-based people who like to say, "Whoa, Mary Sue, put your female agenda." Yeah, yeah, that guy. That's what I thought. So go subscribe to One Up Film, and yeah, I did watch that One Up Film Netflix rant, and that is why I don't trust Netflix these days and Warner Brothers. I already know that I already know that cuties don't exist, but really, Warner Brothers, you want the same studio who bought your freaking cuties? So are you telling me that Netflix by Warner Brothers, which is the same studio who made one of the most questionable movie, which is in freaking cuties? Cuties. I'm done. Anyway, guys, so I'm just gonna completely move on from cuties because more I think about the film, that film just making me want my brain. So, anyway, guys, so tell me about your opinion on Netflix putting Warner Brothers film and television studio on the comment section below. Do you believe that it might hurt the animation industry? Which I know Andrew is going to answer that because Andrew is a huge fan of animation and I don't have a problem with this. So, yeah. And do you believe that this might be the end of the physical media, like all the DVD and Blu-ray that you have? Like, if you have all these in your library, I recommend you guys don't get rid of them, okay? Because that's a waste of money, and you just pay your $20 because these 4K cost $30, and these Blu-ray cost $25. Yeah, that's easily like $1 billion of Blu-ray that we got. So, if you have 4K and Blu-ray, just keep it, actually. Just keep it. And I gotta say this, but at least Disney is not retired to be released a movie on Blu-ray. And in my studio, I am not retiring to release my movie on Blu-ray on DVD because I'm still gonna do it, and if Netflix don't want to release Netflix film on Blu-ray, hey, I'm gonna do it. And maybe I can buy Warner Brothers in the future. So stay tuned for that. It will be NH buying Warner Brothers. Can you imagine that? I will be buying Warner Brothers. I will be a CEO for Warner Brothers, and I will be kicking David's ass out, and I will be a CEO for Warner Brothers. And maybe Mitchell can be a co-worker at my Warner Brothers buying in a studio. So stay tuned for that. Not just I buy Touchstone Pictures, I revive it in my imagination, and that's why Frozen 2 Director's Cut is going to be owning that. But there's a possibility that maybe in 2026, I'm going to be buying Warner Brothers. So follow me to the medium imagination in my Google AI. Because Google AI, this will change NH Studio into a big way impossible. DVD out, folks. Anyway, guys, so do you believe that might be the end of Teen Titan Go? Or are you like, yeah, I don't care about Teen Titan Go? Which I think the hate bait is very toxic. And if you don't believe me, just check out my our video, which I did that. So stay tuned for that. Oh, honestly, yeah, I did that. So anyway, guys, so, yeah, my idea, I think this idea is stupid. I think this idea will hurt the film industry, so this might change the movie forever, which is not in a good way, because actually, this is not 2001: A Space Odyssey, you dumb idiot. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge shutting off, and yadios, and you gentlemen and ladies, have a great Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and yeah, and this idea sounds stupid, and let's see how it goes. We're in a new era that Netflix will purchase Warner Brothers. This might hurt the film industry. And this is it. Now, goodbye. And now, you excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and get the list started. Goodbye.
And join the celebration all across this wonderful land. Have a ringling, jingling, kringling Christmas. Ringling, have a hop along, sing along, happy holiday. Ho, 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 ho. And when the snow starts drifting, we'll hoist a hearty cheer for the rootinest, tootinest, highfalutinest favorite